Why are you a Christian?
I'm a Christian because I believe that God is our Savior, and I want to follow the Lord through whatever path that He has. And I believe that there is heaven, and that through Him I can get there, but I'm not using Him.
I think the main reason that I'm a Christian, besides growing up in a Christian family, is that I have struggled a lot with mental health and depression and things like that. And um, I know that whenever I bring my struggles to Christ, I have always found peace. And I think it's really just that feeling of worth and acceptance and just unconditional love that Jesus gives us. I think that is something that has really drawn me to be a Christian because it has just impacted me for the better.
So I'm mainly a Christian because I've seen the impact that God has had on my life and the impact that He's had on other people's lives. How He can really draw people together so that they can accomplish great things, and I'm really here to be a part of that as a Christian.
So I'm a Christian because I grew up in this church. I was taught lots of the Bible at Sunday school, and then I never really understood it, but I've slowly began to like take comfort in it and realize like what Christianity is for, like how it helps me, and how just like talking to God, and even just like thinking, just praying like a little bit, tiny bit, it can help with a lot of stuff. Like when I do bad on a test, or when I lose a race, or when something bad happens, and I can just stop, and it's rather than getting mad, I can just stop and think and just pray, even for like a couple seconds or 10 seconds. I can just it just helps calm me down a lot.
How has your faith shaped how you live?
I think my faith has shaped how I live because I by thinking of like what would a Christian person do? What would, like, just in the perspective of like what would Jesus do, and try not to just being nice to people, and trying to make friends with people, and not excluding people. And because when I get excluded, I don't like that, and so I try to almost reverse that, and include other people.
So faith is a factor of everything that I do, whether it comes to sports, school, community service, like mentoring others. Like faith is a really big part of it because God has showed us a lot of love, and I want to return the favor by loving other people and doing stuff in His name.
My faith has impacted my life in numerous ways. I would say in my spiritual journey, it has brought me closer to a lot of really kind and amazing people who have helped me grow as a person, both spiritually and just in general. They have made me better and shaped who I've become, and I think that has really been something that I have gained along the way, along with just a better outlook on life, honestly, and it's just been really nice.
My faith actually has impacted my life a lot. It definitely, I always think of it like, oh, hey, what about this? And then like the elevate lesson that we would use, and how does this, like, if a through this, how can I like go and change how I would interact? Spoke about fear and how that can be controlling. Or what happens is like on a diving board, like at Camp Rockmont, I use that example. It was like, okay, how can I do this without fear? And then I keep thinking back to this one thing, just Psalms 23:4 in the chant, there is no fear, for I am here with the Lord. And I just, you send it, and you just do everything you can through faith.
Why is youth group important to you?
Youth group is important to me because I use the lessons a lot of the time in my day-to-day life, and I think it's really good to go and socialize with other people. It's fun. You can play games, and then you get to speak with the Lord. You get to do worship with fun songs, and you can just hang out with friends, but then also learn about the Lord.
Awesome.
I choose to come to youth group for a lot of reasons. I choose to come because of the fellowship of the people I get to see, who I don't necessarily see in other places. And I choose to come because of the spiritual element. I love to learn about Jesus in an environment that is both social and fun, but also provides opportunities for deeper connections and deeper conversations about Christ.
Youth group is a community that I can feel close with. I may have friends here. I like some people that I could just talk to, and adults that I could just talk to and share everything with. Like, unlike other friends that aren't Christian or aren't very religious, they wouldn't understand and what I would need and help. And it's just a place where I can feel at home and just relax and let my thoughts and my discomforts and worries just get addressed, and I don't have to worry about what other people will think.
I'm in youth group because I've seen just how positive a community it is and how many people it's impacted, whether it's just by having fun on a Sunday, learning more about God, learning more about yourself, learning more about others. And I've just really seen improvement in myself, and I've seen improvement in those around me. So that's the reason why I do youth group.